We'll just wing it.
I,
So,
I wonder what I do. So in my right hand corner, I've got like this the team viewer thing, which is I guess I just leave that there.
would is that better?
No, it's fine. I think I can just can I move it? No, maybe I can't move it. All right, it's not in the way of anything.
I've minimized it on my screen by just clicking this little thing saying minimize panel, and then it's disappeared.
Okay, yeah. Oh, minimize panel. Okay, there it is, and there it's gone.
Fantastic.
Genius.
Oh, but now your video's gone as well.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a heavy price to pay.
Yeah, now your video's back.
All right, it's fine. Yeah, I can live with that.
Okay, so I'm recording it on the OB software, and as you can see here, the dice tower will be in the screen of the video.
Right.
Can you see the dice tower here highlighted?
Yeah, all I see are a bunch of, I see myself multiple times
Yeah, but it's basically the dice tower is taking up this real estate on the top right hand side.
Okay.
But yeah, so it will be there when the video is done. Thank you so much for agreeing to play me. I'm quite excited. When I first started playing backgammon, you were a name I heard of as very near the top of the game. So it's a real honor to have you on the channel. Thank you, Will.
Well, thanks, John. It helped when I saw that the list of people that already signed up to do this. It said, I certainly have to be amongst that group. So,
Yeah,
and you seem like a very nice guy. We only met briefly and took a good photo, etc. But you seem like a good guy and doing something that's good for the neighborhood.
I'd like to think so. That's right, yeah. So the advantage of using TeamViewer is that you can make your own moves. So
Sure. Yeah.
I guess you're familiar with XG. If you want to take back a move, you just right click and you can play around with a bunch of positions as you wish. Um,
Right.
as the guest, you get to play the bottom position, which is what most people are familiar with. And
Right.
I'll be basically playing upside down, but I'm quite accustomed to it by now, so don't feel sorry for me.
Okay. I know for myself, like I don't find myself playing upside down very often, except like a Zoom chouette, or occasionally there's a position shown on Facebook. It's upside down, and I don't like go to my, I don't bring out a board and like reset, set it up in the right direction. But in my short sample, I play about zero point 0.1 PR worse upside down than I do right side up. So,
Okay.
um, so
My I play.
you're being very generous, but you are the host.
I normally play around the 12 PR, whether I'm top or bottom. It doesn't make much
Okay.
difference. So we'll,
All
we'll,
right.
we'll see how it goes. So I'm going
And,
to.
and and I'm making an offer, and we'll see how this goes. Some matches go by very quickly. I mean, the average 7 point match, especially when there's commentary, may go 40 minutes, and then talk about it later or whatever. But in case the match goes very quickly in either direction, I'm offering that I would play a second match.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for that. I'll take you up on that offer definitely. So I'm going to roll the dice now. I've got one red and one white one. The red one will obviously be yours for starting purposes.
Okay.
Um,
I cannot see the dice.
no, you're going to have to take a leap of faith and just trust me.
That's fine. I didn't know if I was supposed to be able to see the dice. That's fine.
No, no. Because the way I've set
Well,
it up, it will be on the recording, but you
yeah.
can't see it on the screen. So
I 100% trust you.
um,
That's
you
that
need
that
to
wasn't a
you
joke.
need to click your dice so that I know to
Yes.
roll for you. Otherwise, you might be considering a cube opportunity.
Okay. So I clicked. I clicked. And there we have it. Okay.
Okay, so fairly standard opening so far. Double two.
So
Ooh.
I was just going to say I did watch I don't know 15 minutes or something of the match you played against Simon recently, So yeah, from my side, like commenting on my thought process or responding to questions you may have, and then on your side, if you ask me a question, I'm happy to answer. Otherwise, we just kind of move forward.
Yes, yeah. Like if you, when you've got a move to make, I'll obviously have an idea of what you might do. And when
Right.
you do something different, I might be like, oh, that's interesting. I thought you might have played this. And then
Yeah.
you can discuss why your move is superior.
Right. Or might be. Right. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's a nice one. 5-3. That works out well. 5-6 is a fan. Oh no, it's not.
I
You're
hope
in.
it's not a fan.
No, no.
I'm playing the wrong game.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I feel a bit empowered here to cube you, because I've got the better board. I've definitely had the better start, but I don't know. You don't have a home board yet, so if I take any risks, they might not be too costly. I mean, a double four right now could be a market loser. Um,
I yeah. I think so.
Double three wouldn't be too shabby either. So I'm going to make the decision yours, and I'm going to send the cube.
Right. Well, yeah, I definitely think it's a good venue. I mean, you have all the advantages of major anchor, a better home board, threats because I'm not anchor. I have a lot more board. Um, the race is relatively close, but I may not ever get into the race. And so, okay. So to be fair, I mean, I guess I can make decisions um, both technically and playing the player, or should I only make decisions technically?
Whatever you'd like to do. Please don't feel like you need to perform. Just be yourself.
No, okay, yeah. Anyhow, well, it's a fair question because I got you're telling me you're a 12 PR, even if you're a 9 PR. I think the position's pretty close. I think it might be a small take against an equal player, but I don't think it's a particularly difficult position for you to play or bring home. And considering our PR differential as players, I'm going to pass.
Okay? Wow, that's a good pass. That's a
Yeah,
that's a very
apparently it was a close pass.
that's a very good pass. Okay, so we go to game two. The opening roll is 4-3 in your favor.
Okay. So I will occasionally just sort of make a play. I mean, this is an opening roll, but this roll is. I don't mean it's like seriously debated by people, but it's my approach. So, and I think I speak for Mochi too because I think he's talked about this. But very often, even scores, certainly if I'm trailing at all, I'm going to tend to do this, especially if I'm clearly the better player. And
Okay.
the reason is that if you hit me, it just becomes kind of a longer game and lots of flopping around all over the board. If you don't hit me, I end up making one priming point, perhaps leading to another over the next couple of rolls, and create some very difficult decisions for you, and then split and so on.
Okay. So this is definitely an aggressive play.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the alternatives of the basic alternative of 21 and 9, yeah, it's an aggressive play.
Okay. 1 and 5 for me. Um, I'm not going to do anything crazy, or am I? I'm thinking of maybe just giving you a target on the 7 point, because if you don't hit me, I get to do something. Because you've come at me so aggressive here, I don't really want to split my anchor, because if I roll double fours, threes, twos, or sixes, it would be better they are together than split. So I'm going to try this play. 5-1 for yourself.
That's that's not clear.
That's like the first proper choice you've had now.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like that. It seems like
You can right click to take the move back if you want to check out a different one.
right. I right click on the board, or
On your mouse?
I'll just. Yeah, no, I understand. The right click somewhere in particular,
No,
like
no, just anywhere.
I'm gonna test that out right now. Okay, good. I believe you. I just want to do it once. So this is very strong. It's got to be close. I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, the other play, obviously, if I hit, I gain a fair amount of the race. Of course, I'm hit back, um, probably close to 2/3 of the time somewhere, and I still have enough points on my board. And this way, you don't have your 5 point slotted. I mean, the bar point's like a decent point and you're ready to make it, but it's qualitatively not even close to the value of making your 5 points. So I think I'm going to do this.
Okay. I know many people would have hit there because they love hitting.
Okay. And they can make it real.
I don't like the 3 point because it's a bit deep, but I've got more spares on my 6 than my 8. So I think this is the better one because of that. Sorry, did you want to cube me? No? Okay.
No, I didn't. It worked out fine.
That's worked out nice for you as well, the 6-3. 5-3. Oh. Right, let's try get some movement going.
So, even race, better board, yeah, no other loose ends. Yeah, I think it's close, but I think I'm supposed to take a roll. Might not hit you, and if I hit you, you might either anchor or hit me back. So I don't think I have enough markers.
6-1. 6-2. What I would have given for a 3?
Yeah.
I guess I've got no choice but to run. Nice.
That's a crusher. Where do you live, John? I forgot.
I live in the UK in a small town called Cheltenham.
Okay.
Double fives. Not particularly helpful.
Alright, so I have a question whether I'm too good, and I think I am. Yeah, the worst I could do is roll, I don't know, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, and then you still have to perform. Alright.
6-3. 4-2. That's not the nicest because I don't have the 2. Four Okay. 6-5.
Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and, even though you want to make your points in order, but the good thing about making these one is that if you stay out a couple of rolls, it freezes a lot of your men in the outfield, so it increases the chance that I win a gammon if things go well.
Yeah.
Alright.
And also, I don't think you had too many other good options. Are you still too good?
Oh, yeah, I'm still pretty good. Alright, not thrilled with this, but if you're rich and complaining, it's a poor look. So, switch.
So I'm looking for a magic roll that's got a 2 and a 5 or a 6.
Yeah,
Not this time.
yeah, two ones. Okay.
4-5 for
But
yourself.
yes, still let me decide roll for roll. Yeah, I know this is obviously too good, but
Ooh, double twos.
alright.
So
Let's
that's in. Um, should I try and block your sixes, for example? No, not really. Maybe let's just make the 2 point in case we get a shot. We don't have a blotty home board.
right. Oh, okay. So if I click the cube, yeah, that works. All right. I don't feel I'm too good anymore.
I agree. I don't think you are too good anymore. Oh, if this this is a bit gammonish. If it goes bad for me, 4-5, you hit. 3-6, you hit. Any two? Would you hit with any two? Maybe. What misses me? 4-3, 5-3. Yeah, I think it might be a bad take, but I'm gonna take 1-3.
All right. Something exotic. Click.
6-3. Is that a hit? It is.
Perfect.
Ooh, that was a nice roll.
That was right above average. Good shot.
Double 6 for you. That's a fan. So, do I recube now? Or should I give your home board some respect? I don't have a lot of attacking force at the moment. I think I'll roll on. 4-2. I'll play safe. 3-2 for you. That's another fan. 5-2 for me. I'll send a builder to my 6 point. 5-1 for you. 5-6 for me. Now I've got choices. Do I give you an 8? So that's 5-3, 6-2, double 2, and 4-4. That's quite a few. It's quite a few. So I think I have to play safe. 5-4 for yourself. I'm behind in the race a bit, but I'll roll. Double 3. Wow. That was very lucky. That was very lucky. 5 and 1. That's a fun. I think it's time to send the cube now. I've been a pansy for long enough. Wow.
Okay.
Is that my take? The bot didn't like my take, maybe.
Yeah, sure the button.
So it's a 4-2 in your favor.
And I'm sorry, I can't see my score. I've already forgotten. You have 3. I have how many points?
0.
0.
It is. Can you not see the bottom here?
Good.
What's
No.
what?
Maybe I, let's see if I can move the board over. Maximize the board. No.
No, on my.
Now the team viewer is blocking it.
You try move your team viewer up slightly. Your team viewer. Try move it up slightly.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's not. Oh, there. Oh, there. Yeah, this technology is fabulous. You're a good teacher. So nice combo. Yeah, I liked having my score in the dark. I was going to ask you if you double what it's going.
Okay, there we go. So this is the first time you've played a match in this fashion.
That's correct. Yes, there are a lot of things back in that are either my first or my first in 25 years. So
Oh.
it's all good.
The advantage of this method is the control you have to play yourself. I think that's the game changer. Instead of having to narrate your moves.
Right. Yeah, I know. I could see that.
Oh, I dropped one dice. So a reroll. 4, 5. Oh, a 2 had dropped the first time. The one dice which dropped was a 2. I would have liked that.
That's a sad story.
Oh, I thought it's sad myself, yeah. Oh, I've got you. I got you this time. What do I do with the 2? Send a builder? Yeah, let's send a builder. And it gives you a nice 5-6 for a return shot. Oh, 5-3.
That's not very much. All right, we'll just keep playing like I'm desperate. I now know.
I'm smarting from that punishment XG gave me in the last match. A 30. That's terrible.
Yeah, but you kind of like, you audibly said out loud, I'm kind of making a sporting take. I don't think you use the word sporting.
How nice was that 5-1 for you?
It was exquisite. Okay, so we're losing 3-0, so it's going to be hard for you to take a lot of things later, which increases the chance that I can take a roll here. Although you have a lot of blanks, not very much. So how many blanks do I really have? Almost everything either makes the 8 hits or makes the 20. All right, I think I'm too good.
4 and 2. That's one of your hits. Ooh, double 2. I can fight back.
That's a very good try.
Make the 4 points. No, we can't let you run, so we have to do that. Do we send both of them, or do we advance there? You're not going to fan very often, so you're coming back in. Let's send both of them.
Yeah, that looks like the right approach. I went from too good to not good enough. This is a very, very nice roll.
I don't mind that because you're coming in on the 1 point, so my prime is more effective then. What do I do here? Let's try this and this.
3-0. I have to keep reminding myself. Take some liberties here. If I don't hit you before it's proven on, if I do hit you, you have some kind of back game.
4 and 3.
That's the 3 for sure. Could just go all out of offense.
This is not the time to be fanning. I'll take 6 and 2. Wow, that's a really nice play. 4 and 2. I don't have timing. 4 and 2. How do we escape there? No. Let's do that. And let's send some more sheep to the slaughter.
Keeping it interesting.
I don't even think I know what I'm doing here.
It'll all resolve itself in the next 5 minutes.
As long as I don't get backgammoned, I'll be satisfied. 4 and 2. Okay. Oh, I wanted to move my 24 to the 22. I think I'm in for a penny, in for a pound, as the expression goes. Look at that shot.
Very sneaky.
3. Oh, we wanted a 3. We did want a 3. Five and 3. Four and 3. This will be our 4 and our 3. Oh, how does that happen?
That's pretty genius rolling.
How do you miss all my tempting fishes I've laid for you?
Yeah. Well, I'm losing for nothing.
5 and 3.
Our great conversation ends.
I can't even. Wow. Okay. Try this. 5 and 3. This is where I wish you were a higher PR player, because you might have taken the bait.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I'm definitely probably crunching. It's not looking good.
I didn't actually.
3 and 2. Well, nothing to it. I find it a bit annoying when the dice bounce out of the baffle box. Like, it's quite frustrating when that happens.
Sure.
Maybe I need to drop them in a gentler fashion. 5 and 4. You're getting all the nice little rolls, and I'm just going to be totally crunched.
Very minor, but let's just keep doing it. My main consideration is sort of how a double five is going to play. You're always looking for like the highest double. Let's see, double sixes plays okay, double fives plays. I don't know. It's not fully.
2 and 1. Okay. I did want to get a spare there, so I don't have to break that anchor. So that was a nice.
Yeah, but that's not entirely clear, right? Because now I can break, the 7 or the 8 point, and you might squeeze building a number from the 23 point.
Yes, yes, that's true. You could,
Yes.
but
Yeah. I mean, that would be the strategy. Like if you're, I don't know if this is right or not. I wouldn't have done those because I'm concerned about that. And you're already crushed anyhow, so it's like saving an ace, but it doesn't matter. But and if you're playing against a weak player that's not going to make any of those trap plays, then your play's probably fine. But
sixes.
that's all I have to say about that. Okay, that's pretty good roll actually.
It's exactly, it's exactly what you said might transpire. That's now what do I roll? 2, 3. Okay, I haven't broken the 23 point. 5 and 2. You've got that.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how I want to play the 2. Okay, so this is quite funny. Okay, I'm just mulling over.
Double 5 would be real nice. Nope. Okay. 4, 1. Six, 1. Do that. 6, 5. 6, 2. 6 and 2. 3, 1. 5 and 2. So we will definitely hit and do that. Oh,
That's 2. You can hit 2 more men, or I can do this. Let's see. And wait to get one of those men. But if you roll a 2, you still have that guy. This is the luxury of the rich.
You've gone for that switch and play.
Yeah.
Oh,
3 is clear. So,
5 and 4. Fan. 1 and 4.
sure.
4 and 3. So we're in and we're out. Save the backgammon. 5 and 2. 5 and 2 for us. 5 and 2. 2 and 1.
That's for sure.
5 and 1. 5 and 1. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Uh-oh. Alright. Let's see what he's saying.
Oh, just made it. Okay. I'll resign a gammon.
Okay.
Wow, 34.
Oh,
Getting worse.
well, those are complicated. Those games are just complicated. And
Another
you don't
4
know.
2.
Oh, well, actually, that's good. I was trying to move up this one.
Yeah, that game just it got away from me. Definitely got away.
Yeah, those are the hard part on how to try to time them. You're just taking more gambling risk. It's not easy for anybody.
6 and 2. Oh, what a lovely roll.
The trick play. Let's see. Trick play is. Okay, no, that's too short. Trick play is just make the 3 point. Then your entry is much more. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. Okay. It's just, and I'm not like teasing, I'm legitimately looking at that option, but it's just very important, at any level to take your time on most rolls of doubles because it's a classic thing where a lot of the plays are really, really good, but occasionally there's a great play that you're missing.
I agree. Most of the times I have a red, it's a double.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes they're big.
5-4. Do we hit? I think so. I think we must. Oh, what a shot.
Animal roll.
This, yeah, uh, it was a really good one. But I made the right decision.
Can I have the option of stopping?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry to be so demonstrative.
no problem. My bad, my bad. Do you want to decide before I change things, or do you just want me to change things?
Yeah. I mean, just take back your board regardless.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't.
Um, there we go.
Okay. So here we go. So I'm up 18 pips. Your board is not much yet. But what happens here is that I safety this guy. I probably don't roll a 4-1 or 5-2 to create a further block. And 2s and 4s. I have some pretty strong numbers that way. And yeah, the good thing is I roll something, and even if you hit an indirect, I've got a lot of shots back at you. And if you don't, then I'm going to have more rolls to block you. And the only other part of the equation is I'm winning 4-3, so I should be a little more cautious than normal scores. So that all being said, I win very few gammons against this 22-point game, which is part of the reason. Yeah, I mean, winning more gammons at this score allows me to double closer to normal.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a roll. I don't think I would
Okay. But at this score, you'll take a roll.
Yeah.
Are you giving me a few fly shots?
I am.
That's not one of them.
Okay. I've gained a pip, and I have far more numbers that are going to block you in further. Let's see. So it's 2-1, 4-1, double 2 is 3-2. That's already 7. 4-2, 5-2. That's a 1. 5-3, double 5s. 14 numbers create a 5-5 of some sort. Now, okay, and then the other thing to be consistent is I can factor in the player. I think you A, show a tendency to take some really difficult takes, and B, this isn't that difficult. Maybe right or wrong, but it's not that difficult. So there's a possibility that I roll well and you roll okay and you take something that's not that good. And it's also a stable position where you're ready to make most of the right plays. So all of that put together, yeah, that would lead me to taking a roll here. I think, against an equal player, I would double, but with a pretty substantial edge in quality of play, I would take a roll.
Okay. 1 and 3.
Start this at a point.
Oh, not the double I was hoping for.
Now the race is much closer, and I have fewer numbers to improve that position.
Five and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double 5 we wanted. Six and 3. Oh, that's nice. Get to safely clear that one. Ooh. Do we run? 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s. It's very tempting, but I'm gonna have to decline.
Yeah, this time I think I would have run. I haven't. You haven't really asked me any questions, and I've kind of just sort of been quiet. But I think this comes up enough. The situation is that you're only down 4 pips. Your timing is not too good to. You're going to hold it some kind of 5.4, and you might roll over 5s or 6s in the meantime. But I'm also likely to stack another builder, so where if you come out without rolling one of those big doubles, it's could be curtains.
Would you have come? Would you have come out with both or just one?
Yeah, I think just one because I'm not enthusiastic to hit loose because I'll be up something in the race regardless of what I roll. So I really have to roll one of like 9 numbers or something for 490. That's pretty skinny. And your best chance to get in the race is just to hope I can roll one of the 9 numbers and you're able to exit in the next 2 rolls. And you're just down a small deficit. So here you're likely to end up wasting some pips. And rarely rolling double 5s or double 6s and just get to the point where it becomes more difficult with my extra roller. So I'm sure this is close because these are usually pretty close. But especially because you were able to run and still have a 5.4, putting pressure on me to make sure I got to sort of pull around and hit your moves. Because you could double me. If I hit your moves, you could double me and you wouldn't score like these.
Okay. That would have been a good one for me if I'd run one.
Yeah, as it turns out. We just try to make the most logical decision, find out right. Alright. There's no reason for me to make 2, because you're not going to come out now with all these builders. You're not going to just come out with a single check there. And it's a better place for you.
Oh, every time I see a 6 or a 5, I'm dreaming that they match up. Because that I've kind of turned my game into I need a big double.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm up 4 pips. I'm up some from the vantage point of crossing overs and the possibility that you're not able to get into the race without taking some risk. And this score is a funny score where in a control position, I can actually double slightly sooner in a position like this. Because well, I'm going to get to Crawford and it's hard for you to give an efficient repeat. These are all the little factors. I hope I'm not saying anything incorrect, but that's what I believe anyway. Alright, so I'm going to double. And I understand here that, that compared to some previous picks of yours, this one will probably, and I'm not, maybe you're going to do some different things, so probably seem trivial to you. But I think it's one of these cues I just sort of have to give anyhow. Let's see. But you didn't say anything. I forget to look at the bottom of the screen. Oh, you're still thinking. Oh, sorry, I see the cue on your side.
Hmm. Um. Yeah. I take
Okay.
5 and 3. 4 and 1. Six. Sorry, wait. It's a 6-3.
Okay. Oh, right.
Oh, no doubles. Fives. That's what I was looking for. One and four. So now we hope that you roll a 6-3.
Boxes.
Nope.
So, so I'm up 29 minus 26. I'm not going to take two off. So if I take one off, obviously 6-3 is eliminated. There's a shot, but it's not a good. Yeah, I can roll 4-3, 5. What else is? Let's just take a look at this. Okay, I'm going to go with this. I'm not sure.
I just can't get these big doubles. I mean, if we run now, we are just so far behind. I think we have to stay. It's the only way to win. Oh, yes, baby.
Alright, we have a game. Sure.
Now we're in a bit of a race.
Yeah.
But you've got nearly all your checkers off. Well,
Yeah, but I have a gap. You could be a double behind.
yeah, I think I'm still one double behind, yeah.
Yeah. So I have 9 men, and that's going to influence my playing to the ace point. because I have a gap. Then even 4-3 takes a man off, whereas I don't want to roll 3 threes later, 3 aces later.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is correct.
Your logic seems very sound, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's correct. Oh, it's going to just come down to who gets the double. If I get the double, or if you get it.
Which double?
6-4. Well done. You got it.
Alright. Not playing particularly well, but getting to Crawford.
3-5. 4-1. That's a hit. Ugh. 3-1 for me. Three one for you. 5-3. So that's a hit. Or we make our 5 or we make our 3. At least this way we gain some movement from the back, I think. And we take away half your roll.
Yeah, that's the 3. So, given that you're an even number of points away, I'm just going to anchor you. Yep. I don't know that it's wrong anyhow, but if you were 5 away, I might make something more creative play, like coming to the 20 or 21.
I think you need to maybe click one more time.
I do.
Oh, 5s. That's neither here nor there. 1,
It's
2,
mostly there.
3, 4. Yeah, I wasn't very pleased with that roll. 6-5.
The idea is to keep you from using a full roll to improve your weak position.
3 and 6. Okay, in and out. 6 and 3.
Make the ace point. One of the reasons to make the ace point is because it's a liability anyhow in some scenarios. So I'm not cramming you in anymore. I could step up to the 20, but in many regards, I might want to lay back behind my anchor there, which kind of leaves this play.
2 and 3. So that safety's everything. But it leaves us pretty inflexible. Is this a better move? Nah, let's just go. We just need to win this one and then we can use the cube next game. 5-2. We would have got hit. 4 and 2. We can use that.
Very efficient.
4-2 for yourself. Okay, that's 4-5. Okay, send it builder to our 4 points. So far, so good. 1 and 6. Double 4 would be really nice now.
Snazzy.
Nope, it wasn't to be, and we have a horrible 1. So, we have to play that. 5, 6.
Not going to gamble into the outfield at the score like this again. At 5 already. But I am going to look at it again. So now the 5. I don't know. It's funny. This could get me again. I'd be kind of unlucky, but it happened. And it's not gammon go. I mean, your man doesn't take that in the match, but it's still pretty strong in a territory. See, you've got double 1s, 3, 1, 5, 1. It's 5, 5, 6, 6 numbers. It's crazy. Decent parlay. For sure. 16 pips. What happens? So I move over here to the 10. And you move at like an indirect or 2. I think because of that gamma concern.
6 and 2. Oh, you would have hit me.
Yeah, that would have been pretty big.
I thought I just can't leave a shot when you've got such a strong home board.
Right, for sure. Yeah, I definitely made the right point.
4, 2. 4 and 2. I'd rather take this indirect shot. 6, 4.
Flick.
6, 3. Oh. 2, 4, 6, 8. So double 4, 5, 3, 6, 2, double 2. Still quite a few. It's like a 20% chance of you hitting me. This is just so stiff though. Six,
Yeah,
4.
that's right. Definitely right. Alright. Creative exits and 6. I can make the 2-point. Yes, that's right.
2 and 1. We've got that. Six and 2. What's your thinking here? You're trying to give me some difficult rolls.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I don't let you off the hook too much. Like, especially the score, because you still can win a free gammon. Like 22 to 20 has a certain appeal, but some of your numbers, like you roll 5-3 or 6-2 or something, now you get to hit me instead of leaving a shot, and I'm not on the roof if I could have banned.
Mm.
Um, I think there's just too many of these tiny numbers, plus obviously level 4 and 5. That there's no point in doing it. I'll just see what I roll next time. Yeah, my
Sure.
only question is with the 2. Whether to pick up the guy on the 6 point and force myself out on more 5s. I think I do, because a lot of those 5s weren't very good anyhow, like 5-3 or 5-4 stuff. Play with no block in case I do hit you.
Okay. 5 and 1. 5. I'm going to give myself a bit more flexibility now that you've got the 6 point open.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that for the record, just because I'm coming to you. Like, my 5s and 6s are all coming out, so you're going to get to shoot at me anyhow. But these 4 numbers, I still have a 5.4. It may not be the best 5.4, but it's pretty scary. So if
Okay.
I wasn't coming to you in this way, like if I had a spare 6 and 5 to play, maybe this play is right, but I had flexibility. I don't know.
But if you come out, haven't I given myself more numbers to hit you with because I've diversified?
Well, while that's true, on 4 of the numbers you don't get any shot at all, right? And then if I roll 6-5, it didn't matter too much. If I roll double 5s or 6s, it didn't matter. So it's really, it's coming down to maybe like 10 of my rolls. You're hitting me a little bit more, but 4 of those rolls are almost death sentences. So I just telling you what I think. I'm not saying like that would be my thinking.
6-2.
So you're definitely happy in this scenario. Yeah. 30.
Nope, I've missed you. Okay.
Close.
Oh.
Okay. Come out. Down. Common. Pick up. Yeah. 3. Good. Yeah, I'm getting the correct shots here.
4 and 1. I think we hit and pick up.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
3 and 4.
Okay. What happens? You roll 6-4, 6-2. Double 2s. No shots.
6-4 it is. 5-4. Dodged.
Okay.
5 and 3. So that's the 5. That's the 3.
But interesting. Uh-oh. JediMaster, who can roll the key double?
It's not
Absolutely.
me.
Apparently not.
Now I've got a potential gap on my 1 point.
Yeah. Oh, you have 7 points.
At least I didn't throw a 3. Well, it doesn't really help, I suppose. Oh, it's coming down to the last roll.
Down to the edge.
Can I get a double? Nope, is the answer. Well done, Will.
All right, John. If you wanted, I could play um, another match, but I would need like a 20-minute break or 30-minute break. Or we could do this another time, whatever you want.
Yeah, I think let's leave it for tonight. It's midnight here,
Oh,
so
that's
I'm a little bit tired now. But
yeah.
if you don't mind, I'd maybe you could just go through some of the decisions you think might be worth chatting about.
Okay. Now or at some point in the future.
No, like now should be okay.
Okay, sure. All right. So try to just come up with the clear blunders, right?
Yeah,
You won't look at the other
you
ones
you
maybe, but
you you can drive the action. Don't forget.
okay. Oh well, yeah, but you can just anything that's red. Why don't you could just click and open
Okay.
sequence, So
Um,
we'll
th-
try that.
this game was quite so
Yes. So we get nothing in game one.
so that was a
Okay.
pass.
Yeah. I guess I would see how big an error it is because it's blocking it. Okay. Um, there. All right. Yeah. So I can see the position. I can see. Yeah. I mean, if the situation is you're down 24 pips in the ranks, like in a position like this where I could hit you loose, and that could be very bad, and lead to some gammons. You at least want to have a very close race to consider taking. It's just it's hard to win. So you've got the race is not good. If you're using people use PRAT for position racing threats. I use a slightly different one, but the position in terms of potential turnarounds, and things go well for you, and this is what happened. You actually rolled a 6-3, and you were still either reluctant or correctly unable to redouble for a couple of rolls. It should be the case in a position like this that if you roll well, that you get to redouble. Whether I have a take or not, that's a different question. That you have a legitimate redouble.
Hmm.
So you have too much work to do to turn it around, and a lot of the time you just don't get the chance to turn it around because you're either closed out or down ratio.
Okay, so it looks like, as you say, there was no opportunity to redouble until I did, and by then it was a drop for you.
Yeah.
So there's very little upside to a take there.
Right. When your opponent's really strong, you need to also be pretty strong in order that your turnarounds happen fairly quickly. That's just an important premise.
Mm, yeah, that makes sense. That does. Right, there's a red there. It's not that big, but
Yeah,
this is.
I think this game. I mean, if you want, we could look at this game, but I think if you want, we could let this game go because it's complex. We both made errors in the game, so it's not one sided, but it's not necessarily bad educational. Just, I mean, if you want, I'll have a go at it.
I,
It's up to you.
Will, I actually agree with you. That's a game to forget about fast.
Yeah, yeah. I see some people make this sort of play. It's not that this is never correct, but you would have to be very strong offensively to justify making a play where I'm not going to go through the exact numbers, but let's say that 16 of my rolls on the next roll hit too many. That that usually isn't a very good thing. Again, unless you're so strong you can afford to make a play like this. So the idea is, you just make the baby split to the 22, and typically once you have your bar point made, you want another spare either on the 8 or the 7 point. So it's a good thing to get that 6 down there because it creates another spare where you might be able to have 3 of the 4 points or 4 points consecutive without having had to give up either the 8 or the 7 to make one of those points. And if you play the 6 first, you really don't have a good use. So it almost plays itself if you're careful about not just sort of throwing your back men around into too much action.
Okay. My thinking when I did this play was with your open blot on the 10, with you only having made the 4 point, your 8 points down to just 2, I thought now was a good time to try and escape because I didn't think there were a lot of rolls that would damage me too much. The double one was, I think, if we look at the dice distribution, I wonder, double one's probably one of the better ones. Yeah, it's
Sure.
up.
But there are actually, while you're talking as much as the numbers, there's 17 numbers that either hit 2 or are just very strong. Like if I roll 5-3, it doesn't hit 2, but it's still a strong number to make the 3 point on your head. That's just too many. So let's see, I'm just trying to, I was listening to what you were saying, and yeah, just trying to see. One factor is that is more than you do. You have a 3 point prime, which is okay. But as far as fanning or somebody not rolling well, you raise that problem more than I do, and I'm the one on roll. So you want to be kind of a little bit cautious. Just splitting with the 2 already gives you plenty of numbers that might hit an outfield shot. You put a little pressure on my strip 8 point, and you also leave yourself in a position where if nothing, I don't end up attacking you. You have a lot of big numbers that'll work well to escape or link up, take an indirect, and a lot of small numbers that'll work well to create a native point.
Yeah, yeah. I like the idea of sending the builder to an 8 or 7 when it's like this. I think that's also, you need that because
Yeah.
your building options are reduced as it is now because you'd always be leaving something open. So, yeah, fair enough. And then this one, it said was a double.
Right, and remember what I was saying was like it's already a double in the past, but I was saying out loud, which I wouldn't do if I'm actually playing a match, right? I mean, or a serious match, and that I felt that there's a good chance you would even take something that was a pass later on. So I said against an equal player I would have doubled this, which is clearly correct,
Yeah,
and against somebody that might might make a worse take later, I felt like I could afford to take a roll.
yeah,
So, it's hard to say in the margin, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned, my own personal rating, I didn't make like a 0.1 error or 0.1 something error here. It's all based on the player.
okay, so a few of these, most of them were passes. Only a couple were takes.
Right. No, and it seems like I clearly overdid the counts. Well, let's see. Go back. I mean, this one. Okay, this one you took correctly. So this one we already know. This one, okay. So I can't use the player excuse for something that's this much of a pass, except for the fact that it's almost too good. Right? It's one of those. It's 0.96. It's not a huge error. What was the next huge error? We went to 119, and then what was the next one? Oh, this one. So this is the one before is where you actually took
The,
the pass.
this is a small one, yeah. 77, 76.
Yeah.
Um, oh yeah, you
But
just
there I did double, and then you took it back. So I sort of got the action that I wanted to get.
the race got a little bit close with my double six, but
Yeah.
this year just yeah. So what was my winning chance? 12, 20. Yeah, my winning chances never got very high at all. 28, 32 after that. Yeah, still, I'm going to lose a lot more than I win.
Yeah. Okay. Now we. Okay.
41, 28. This one it doesn't like. Oh,
Oh yeah. You didn't have to hit. I wasn't trying to trick you. I was just going through numbers that would. I think I said it was going to complete the shot, but I basically meant it wasn't a good six.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, it never even crossed my mind to not hit you.
Right. I mean, the thing is, you are up like 20 pips. With some wastage, maybe you're up like 15 pips, but it's not worth giving me a direct shot on. Not to
Yeah.
mention the fact that by fan, you're still in a lot of repeat shots, so it's not like I just hit you 11 times. I probably hit you like 14 or 15 times.
How do you avoid getting tunnel vision? Like,
Um, yeah, one thing I do is, well, depending upon what your mechanism is, but if you're playing live, just like it's in the old days, you had a cup or something. I just like take my hands away from the board as much as possible because it only costs you 2 seconds to just or take your finger off the cursor, and if that allows you to look a little bit more careful.
yeah, because now that I see it, 13-3 without the hit,
Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense. A lot of
sure,
sense.
sure. No, I believe if you take the time and look at the alternative, you would have made the right play.
Yes, yes. And so I hit you. I managed to dodge the return shot, but I still lost the race.
Yeah, that's kind of brutal.
Uh,
Well, I enjoy this. I don't know how this is going to record. You'll be the judge of that because I feel as if we didn't have quite as much interaction as we might have, and some of that may be on me, and some of it I felt that when you were making plays, that you might play, pick up the dice or whatever, and then just ask me what I thought of a play, like a little bit more. That
okay.
might have been helpful.
Like in play, asked more opinions on the moves that I was doing.
Yeah, you can do it on checker plays. On cubes, it's a little more dicey because you're asked, should I have doubled? You didn't double, and that my response might induce you to understand the position better on the next roll, right? But on checker plays, it's pretty much fine. I mean,
Yeah.
anyhow, this is meant to be fun and educational more than anything else. So I'm just giving a suggestion. Like I said, maybe when you play it back, it seems fine or in keeping with the experience that you've had with 3 or 4 other players. But in my estimation, I think there could have been more interaction.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. No, definitely. I'll upload the video, and then we can see how it is. And if you're happy to do another match sometime in the future, then we can look to
Yeah,
do it with those improvements in mind. Yeah.
right. And we can do it this way. I mean, on both sides. I mean, obviously both of us could play better. Mine was partially because of playing the player, but and I didn't think. And you'll see if you think we also like pretty clearly didn't interact enough in an educational way. We can just like do this all over again. It's just like a dry run. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
So I'm
got
just
you.
saying I'm definitely willing to do another one. So it's not as if, well, if this didn't go well, we're stuck with this necessarily.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. Thank you, Will. That's very kind offer of your
Right.
time. Um, It was nice to play you. Thank you. I hope you like enjoyed the novelty of the the different
I did.
experience.
I did. Yeah, no, it was good. I did broke the ice on this. Good to interact with you and now to get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, the fact that you can make your own moves and have a play around and see what it looks like, I think that just simplifies it a lot and probably makes you feel more in control. And you're not like you, if you are asking someone, oh, just move that, I want to see how that looks, and then "Oh, I want to see how that looks." Sometimes you can just
Yeah,
feel like you being a bit too demanding, even though you are perfectly entitled to it. I think as nice people, our human nature would just be like we're kind of taking advantage slightly. Whereas using TeamViewer that lets you control your own movement, I think that gives you a freedom to explore all your options quicker and easier.
right. I agree.
Mm.
I think this is a good way to go about it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Will. Lovely to spend this few minutes with you. And yeah, I'll be in touch next time we're both free and we can look to have a rematch sometime.
Right. It should, given my schedule, it's best if it's in the next like 7 or 8 days. I'm just because my schedule gets very crowded all of a sudden.
Okay. All right. Possibly early next week because Friday I'm off to the UK Open for the
Okay.
weekend.
Good
So
luck.
thank you. I'll need all the luck. Thank you. So yeah, but definitely I'll be in touch to get some more of your time. You
All right.
have a good rest of your day. Cheers, mate.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night. Bye.